Suhaila, I actually have your CV right in front of me, but I want you to tell me something unique about yourself that's not on your CV.
Unique about myself, like a strength or what?
Whatever that you want to tell me about yourself that I will never be able to find on your CV.
I'm a very communicative person because I'm really good. I'm really excited to talking with people because my job, my previous job is communicate with client to fulfill their requirement, and then I'm also good. I'm also very extremely flexible working because before this my previous experience, I do many tasks job, so I good in manage my time to handle the project with more than one.
Okay, so you are good in multitasking.
Yes, I'm good in multitasking
Okay,
because before this I handle more than one project.
okay. So, before this, So that's pretty interesting because that brings me to my next question. Um, Tell me a little bit about your most successful project that you did, and what was your role in that particular project?
I'm not handle the biggest project, but just a simple project, like submit the documentation to Tenaga Nasional Berhad (TNB). And then I will start the process from lead until the end of the process. First, I need to fill in all the data in the system on the website. And then I need to print out, I need to go to the client to get their sign, to get their all the data. And then I need to send the document to the TMB. And then the process of the TMB, it take 2 or 3 times to get the approval from them to start the project. So
Okay,
so I will make sure the project is get the approval first.
okay. So Haila, I mean, in while you were in uni, you definitely had a group project, right?
For previous, I have a good project, but for final year project is individual. Now I'm
Individual.
second project my project.
Okay, so when you were doing the group project, tell me a little bit about that particular group project.
Mean teamwork or
Yeah, teamwork.
first I'm a good leadership when I'm going to in a group project. I'm very good to be I'm will be myself to be a leader to conduct them, and then I will assign them to a task, and then we'll make sure my team will do the project successfully and update the progress time to time.
Okay, that's good. So what did you learn from this experience of being a leader?
Um, be a be a um, be a good leader to a team, and be a good advice to the team when they need a leader help.
Okay, this is really interesting. What is your definition of a good leader? How do you define a good leader?
Definition of good leader for me, be a good leader is not easier, but if we can handle the team environment to check all the problem, and then we can solve the problem with the team, I think is a definition for me for a good leader. because when we do in our group discussion or what, will be some problem. So when we want to be a good leader, we need to know how to solve the problem.
Okay. So for you, your definition of a good leader is someone who's able to step up and solve problems.
Yes,
Yeah.
because
Okay.
yes.
Okay. That's really good. Um, can I just check with you? So from 2017 to January 2017 to August 2018, you worked as a technical assistant with Perunding Nuclear Sdn Berhad.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. And so how did that experience as a technical assistant, okay, how did that experience, how will that experience prepare you for the position that you have applied for as an electrical engineer? How can you relate the role of a technical assistant and the experience that you got from there with the position that you've applied for now?
Okay, for my previous assistant, as I mentioned in the resume, is a technical assistant, right? So during my previous experience, I do the part of some of them is a part of engineer, electrical engineer also, because my previous company not enough staff, and they hire me even during that I have a diploma, but I need to do some of the electrical engineer part. So from that, I'm sure that I can relate the position with this, because
Okay.
because the technical assistant, I'm not just do the drawing or submit the document, not just that, I also particularly use the software to design the electrical layout plan. So this is also electrical engineer to do when they get the position.
Okay. So let me give you a scenario, Suhaila. Okay. So you have now you've applied to work with Han Associates,
Yes.
and you're now appointed as an electrical engineer. So as electrical engineer, you will have, Han Associates has got a number of clients. Okay. And so one of the client is really, really unhappy with the job that you did.
Okay.
Okay, they maybe one of Han Associates clients found out that you are a junior electrical engineer, and so they were really unhappy, and they were trying to find fault with whatever that you did. What will you do? How would you handle that situation?
uh, it mean the customer unsatisfied with my what okay, I think I will communicate it with them, and I will follow up them and ask what about the requirement that I do and they do not satisfied. So from that, I know what the problem from that client, and then I try to solve. If I cannot solve the problem, I will ask another team members to get the advice from them. But I will make sure my client uh, finally will satisfied.
Okay. So, if I were to ask your best friend today to describe you, what would your best friend say?
What my friend can describe about me?
Yeah, what will your best friend say? Okay, if I ask your best friend to tell me, what are the good things about Suhaila? What would your best friend say?
Maybe they will think I was responsible with my job, and a very talkative person, and easy to handle.
Okay, tell me about easy to handle. What do you mean by easy to handle?
Easy to handle. It mean when they are ask something me to do. Then I will do. Then I will do it to them. So when another problem, I will make it easy for them. So maybe from that, they will be they will be fanatic with me.
They'll be what? Sorry.
Fanatic. I me very okay with me. Fine.
Okay, they would like. Okay, so right. So you're responsible. You're talkative. Um, maybe you're a good communicator. Yeah, and you're highly dependable. Correct. Okay. Now, if I were to ask your best friend to name me one weakness that you have, what would your best friend tell me?
Maybe my weakness is I cannot handle more than one project on the same time. But from that, I have learned to work on many projects at the same time. So means my weakness. I used to like work on one project at the same time. But from that, I have learned to starting another, but it's me, but I have learned to work on many projects at the same time, and I think doing so allow me to be more creative and effective in each one.
Okay, so when you first started, you could only do one project at one time.
Yes, but
But you, yeah,
but if I get many project on the same time, I will do a schedule to do the tasks and make sure all the project will finish with the same time on deadline.
okay, line.
Um, from my previous experience, I have the past deadline, but I ask my manager to give some time to me to finish the work. So is it he said it's okay and then can continue the project. But the second I finished the project.
Okay, so what made you miss the deadline? What happened that you missed the deadline?
What happened is my boss understanding about the that because the project is not easy. So for me, I'm still upset because the deadline cannot I cannot be reached. But I try to settle down. It's mean not to the end the project like that. I still continue until finish.
Okay, all right. That's really, really good. And that's what you should be doing, making sure that you finish what you started and not give up so easily.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Um, right. Is there any okay, so you've shared a lot of things about yourself, in terms of responsibility, in terms of dependability and all of that. Um, is there anything that you think I should know in this for this particular position as electrical engineer? Is there any additional skills that you have that I should know about?
For right now, I'm a fresh graduate. Because my previous experience only 1 year, so right now I'm just know about handle the client and using the AutoCAD software, which is for design the electrical layout. But in the future, I will improve my skill to be more skilled people.
Sorry, to be what? Sorry?
To have more skill than before.
Okay, all right. Okay, so Suhaila, thank you very much for taking the time to interview. Um, do you have any questions related to the job itself?
I want to ask
Mhm.
you as a very experienced person, what the qualified do you look in a candidate when they want to apply a job?
Okay, so that will be part of the feedback that I would give after
Okay.
this. Okay, but now, for now, I think what I want is like, okay, is there anything that you want to know about the organization, about Han Associates? Do you have any questions for me?
Uh, if that I want to ask, what kind of growth the business expect in the next 5 years of the company? What is the target?
Oh, okay. So we now deal with a lot of multi-million projects. We are one of the biggest government contractors, and we are looking at so in 5 years' time, on the next 5 years, our target is to move into international companies. So to work for to be main contractors overseas.
Oh, okay. I think then can I know is it the position and is it the position that I apply is the suitable with the my previous experience? Is that can me get the position with my experience previous experience?
So, as we mentioned in our job description, we are actually looking for a fresh graduate to join our organization that would give us an opportunity both to grow together, you in terms of career, and us in terms of how we develop you in this position.
Okay, I think that's all for my question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, Evan, I think we're done. You've got a very good personality that comes across, and that's what candidates I mean, sorry, that's what interviewers look for. We do not want someone who's like very, like no smile,
Yeah.
nothing. Okay, however nervous you are, remember to continue smiling, because it shows, when you smile, it actually calms your nerves as well.
Yes.
Okay. I could see, and I knew that there was some times that you were slightly nervous, and that came across. And usually, in a real life interview, a good interview would actually a good interviewer would actually put you at ease from the very beginning. So, generally, if I was really interviewing you for my organization, I would have started by asking you, like, um, when did you come down to Johor Bahru for your interview? Did like what do you know about Johor Bahru? Just to calm you down. Okay. Um, what I liked about your answers is your you expanded on your answers. So one of the things is, when I asked you about working in, about teamwork in a project, and you actually expanded on it by saying that, you assign, that you want to be a leader, and you assign your teammates with the roles, and as a with your experience, that your experience is about being a good leader, and being a good leader is trying to understand the situations in your team and how to solve problems. So those are the things that we are looking for, because one of we ask you a question, it's about how elaborate the answers to that question by trying and giving what a solution. So it's not just about the question, it's not just about answering the question, but it's about telling us, this is the answer, and sometimes there are these problems, but this is how I solve the problems. Okay, so it's like telling a story. Of course, don't be long-winded, but it's about giving, you know when you read a storybook, there's continuation, correct?
Yes.
So it is about having that continuation. It's not just about telling me, yes, I worked on a project whereby I was the leader and I told my friends to do whatever that was required, finish. No, you don't stop there. So you carry on, you expand on that. Okay. Um, Now, the one thing that I really liked, which I thought was really excellent, is knowing when you do not have the answers. Okay. And this is when I asked you about, have you ever missed a deadline?
Yes.
Right? And you said, yes, I've missed the deadline.